Welcome back to our channel where we update the shocking secrets, the most shocking twists of Beyond the Gates, which are making the whole town panic, and the horrifying family secrets. If you are a fan of tense plots, shocking revelations, don't miss a single moment, because today we will reveal a truth that can shake the entire situation of Beyond the Gates. And it all started from the moment Nicole accidentally discovered a secret that should have been buried forever. That fateful morning, the sky was gloomy as if foretelling a bad omen. Nicole walked into the hospital's laboratory with a calm mind. She thought she was just completing a simple administrative procedure related to Kenneth, the guy who had been surrounded by doubts about his true identity all this time. No one expected that just a few minutes later, Nicole would fall into a state of extreme panic. When the truth was revealed through the DNA test results, turning her entire worldview upside down. In the file she held in her hand, the bold words confirmed that Kenneth was Vernon's biological son who had been lost for more than 20 years, the man that both friends and enemies feared. And the man who had been surrounded by layers of dark secrets for many years. Nicole was stunned, her heart felt like it was being squeezed as she read the test results over and over again. There was no mistake, there was no room for doubt. Kenneth, the man that everyone thought was just an unknown wanderer with no clear origin, actually carried the noble blood of the Dupree family. A name associated with power, wealth, but also darkness and unsolved disappearances. But that test paper was not all. In the pile of confidential documents that Nicole accidentally accessed, an even more terrible truth was revealed. She found copies of old medical records, along with reports that had been hidden for 2 decades. Revealing the entire disgusting conspiracy behind the shocking disappearance years ago. Nicole remembered very clearly what the media and people in the town had been talking about. More than 20 years ago, Vernon and his wife welcomed their first son at the largest hospital in the area. But just a few short hours later, the newborn suddenly disappeared without a trace. The investigation was quickly suppressed by pressure from the Dupree family. Vernon was heartbroken and declared that his son was dead. No one was allowed to mention that painful past. But now, Nicole realized that it was all just an elaborate play staged to hide a calculated plan to swap the child. Kenneth was not dead, he was stolen from his biological parents. Switched and raised in a status far below the position he should have had. What made Nicole shiver the most was the involvement of unexpected names. In the pile of confidential files, she recognized the signatures of the characters who were considered the most loyal to the Dupree family, even the head doctor, the nurse in charge of the birth that year, and a few local officials who had received funding from Vernon. Every detail revealed that Kenneth's disappearance was not an accident or a random kidnapping. It was an organized, premeditated plot, aimed directly at the power and bloodline of the Dupree family. Nicole almost choked when she understood the whole picture. Kenneth, the man who has lived in the shadows for years, despised by society, is actually Vernon's only legitimate heir, holding control of the huge fortune and the seat of power at Dupree Holdings, which is at the center of bloody battles. But at the same time, he is also a direct threat to the underground forces behind the swap, who are willing to do anything to continue to cover up the truth, even killing to silence them. Nicole understands that she holds information that can shake the town, igniting a war that has been simmering for years between factions fighting for power, wealth, and honor. Kenneth has no idea about his true identity, but his existence is a threat to those who control everything. If he knows the truth, how will Kenneth face it? Will he use his status to reclaim what is his, or will he be caught up in the cycle of revenge, trickery, and bloodshed that is the true nature of the Dupree family? The more Nicole thought about it, the more she felt the danger approaching. She clearly remembered Vernon's face, the man who could smile brightly in public but coldly eliminate anyone who got in his way. If Vernon knew that Kenneth was his lost son, would he accept him or destroy him to preserve his empire of power? Would blood love overcome greed, cruelty, and dirty secrets over the years? Still holding the file tightly, Nicole felt a tremor deep inside. She knew that keeping or revealing the truth would bring unpredictable dangers. If he kept silent, Kenneth would forever not know who he was, continuing to be caught up in power games without any preparation. But if he spoke out, the whole town would be like a time bomb. The Dupree family could be destroyed, and Kenneth would become the target of forces that wanted to bury the truth. Nicole couldn't decide right away, but she also knew that time was not on her side. Those involved in the old conspiracy must have known of Kenneth's existence, and might have even taken action to eliminate him before the truth was revealed. She felt that every eye in town was watching her every step, and every small gesture could be targeted by the enemy. The atmosphere around her thickened, and memories of the old disappearance came flooding back like a nightmare. Nicole realized that all the events in the town originated from that fateful night, when the newborn baby was swapped. When trust was betrayed, when the people who were considered the most trustworthy were actually puppets in the power play. And now, the truth was about to be revealed, bringing with it unpredictable consequences, possible deaths, and inevitable bloody purges. Nicole finds herself drawn into a game she never wanted to play. But it's too late to turn back. Kenneth deserves to know the truth, even if it puts him in danger, or it destroys the Dupree empire, or ignites a war between factions. Nicole knows she must make a choice quickly. Because if she is one step too slow, both she and Kenneth could disappear as if they never existed. The truth is a double-edged sword, and Nicole knows she holds that blade. The question is, how will she use it, to free Kenneth, to overthrow the traitors, or to accidentally push everyone into a new tragedy? Thank you for following our channel. If you want to know where the story will go, how Kenneth will face the truth, what other horrifying secrets will be revealed, don't forget to click the subscribe button and follow the channel so you don't miss any shocking developments of Beyond the Gates. We will continuously update the most shocking twists for you.